So as we wrap up, what are some tips and advice you can share with those who are looking to complete a master's program in instructional design like you did?
So I would say that you should come as you are and be prepared to work hard because like I said, it was over a year program. It was what, 14 months in total. I can't even remember. But I did not read for pleasure the entire year. I had a lot of deadlines at work, and then I'd have a lot of deadlines at school. It was a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. I think some of the people who are newer to instructional design who are part of the program were really nervous about the tools and knowing how to use the tools and you know being experts in those, and people with more experience might be throwing around different terms like articulate or whatever, and people get nervous about, oh, I don't know that. Do I have to know that in order to take this program? And you really don't. A lot of people were teachers from a teaching background going into this master's program, and I learned a lot from them because I don't work with the learner. I've never been in a teacher in an educational setting. I learned a lot from them. We learn from each other, and you don't have to be an expert. Don't get distracted by all the fancy gadgets and all the fancy tools and the authoring tools, or I should know this or I should know that. It won't matter. And I think across the board, except for where multimedia, we had to work specifically with some tools. For the most part, all of our instructors were flexible about what you used. So the teachers had more familiarity with things like Genially, which I didn't actually. And I happen to have Articulate. So I have Storyline, I have Rise. So those are tools of my trade, but other people were using other things, and that's okay. We all, still managed to do our projects, and the instructors were really flexible about that. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, I love that. Going into it just with an open mind. I love that. And I like what you said, come as you are, because yeah, we're never going to I noticed that with my master's program too. I was thinking the same thing. I had that imposter syndrome, and I'm like, and then I doubted myself. You probably did
Yep.
that too sometimes, and I'm like, can I really do this? And what I did, I with my when I got my MBA, and then when I went back for the second master's, I was like, oh dear, what am I getting myself into? But at the same time, I was like, no, I really love this. I'm kind of like you. Once I knew it was what I wanted to do, I just went for it. And I'm like, I'm just going to do the whole master's because I loved all the courses. And yeah, and there were, so I would keep a list of the courses on my refrigerator, and I'd mark them off as I went. And I'm like, oh, great, this is my next class. And it
That's
helped to have
awesome.
that visual of it. So,
Yeah. It's
yeah, it
such
helped.
an accomplishment, honestly. It really
Yeah.
it does feel like an accomplishment. And I do miss I got a lot of feedback. Like, I don't necessarily get that at work because it's my job. I'm doing it every day. We're busy. But during the program, I got a lot of like feedback and collaboration, and I loved all of that. So I'm actually thinking about, like, what should I do next? Should I go back for another master's? Should I go for my doctorate? Like, what should I do? Because I really long for more of that learning and that collaboration and that getting the feedback on what you're producing. And like, I really enjoyed the whole thing.
Right.